Hey, hello. Okay, so I know that this stream is like nine, 9 hours, somewhere around there, later than promised. However, I figured it would be better to do a very late evening stream instead of my typical morning stream. What had happened was I had two sets of doctor's appointments, those kind that are really hard to get and it takes forever, and they only have one time. That's what happened. So that's my excuse. That is what it is. Really? Start the stream and just immediately get to the end of the playlist. That sounds about right. Okay, here we go. More music incoming. So that's what had happened. Um, Here we have a ready to go PDF. Um, I don't think I showed the PDF on stream last time. Let me see. I did not. Let me file. So the only thing I can do is X these out. No. I can open them separate. Okay, that's good to know. So I'm going to open the PDF that we currently have. Oh, something else that happened is I put a suppressor on my microphone because I kind of completely rearranged my office, and now instead of my background being the wall, it's this wall partition that I've had for a very long time that I got back before Amazon was quality controlled. And so there's 6 panels, but I have panels 1, 2, 5, 6, 5, 6 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's just a fun fact for the day. Um, but I like them. Maybe eventually I will green screen it, but that is not today. Looking for college notes. Here we go. I'm gonna pull out this bad boy. Okay. Let me get this up as a source. Oh, I have it. Cancel. Oh no, I don't know if it's gonna be the right window. Oh, it is. Fantastic. Okay, so this is the PDF that we have been working on generating, and there's some obvious issues with it. What's positive about it is we have a uh, beginning. I wanted this to populate on its own page. You know that title page whenever you open up that document booklet? That's what I'm looking for. I want this to just say this to be on its own page. So that's issue number 1. Another good thing that happened is, this big header here. We have everything under direct current, which was on a very specific day. And I want to, sorry, my music is so loud. I know it's not loud for you guys, but like with noise canceling headphones, it gets to be a lot with some of these instrumental stuff. The idea is that it's background noise. Anyway, there, I turned it down a little bit. I want to see if I can't get a date on this particular note set to give some context. For reference, these are the physical notes. You'll note that these are typed, and the question, why can't it be copy pasted? Well, I am trying to learn how to generate Python reports using all of the very fun science formulas, because that's the domain of data science that I like to participate in. And scientists like reports. Yeah. and they like math and they like graphs, and you can automate all of those reports. And a big chunk of data science, there's the obtain, which is where you get the data. Then there's scrub, which is where you clean up the data for modeling. And then there's explore, which is your exploratory data analysis section, which is like full data analytics, by the way. It's full on statistics, full on A/B testing, all of the histograms, all of the line graphs, all of the bar graphs and pie charts, and what are those little they're little tables, that pivot tables. All of that is exploratory data analysis, right? And then after you do that, you move into the machine learning model. So I would like to develop a report that has all of the exploratory data analysis part and use that as justification for my machine learning. And I think the easiest way to do that is to pipeline it and to set it up automatically. And the publication language that most, let me rephrase, publication has been coded for a long time, and there's a specific language. It's called LaTex. It's capital L, lowercase a, capital T, lowercase e, capital X. That's been around for a long time, basically since computers were made, or I guess digital computation was done using a computer, because you can have analog computers. Anyway, since that point in time, very shortly after LaTeX was developed, it's what's used to publish novels. It's what's used to make magazines, or at least it was. And whenever you submit your raw text to someone, you can actually include like a little section. If you want a graph to appear in a specific way, you can actually set up those parameters and stuff yourself. So this is just like another part of me wanting to expand on my training in data science as like a visualization technique for the particular domain that I'm interested in. So while yes, they are typed notes from my college days I used an online notebook system. It's a lot like Notes and on Macs. It's called Evernote, and I still use it. It's very good. You can take audio notes and video notes and take pictures and attach GPS coordinates. In my notes folder, I also have copies of the PowerPoints from the professors. Those are proprietary. I will not be including them. However, my digital notes, which is the notes that I took in class, and then I went through and read the textbook and took some handwritten notes. And so after I copy the digital notes over, I want to integrate my stuff from the handwritten notes. And this, for my instrumental analysis class, becomes ever increasingly important when we get to stuff like, this is right here. This diagram is of a what is this? An operational amplifier. Yeah, it can be a lot. So there's a lot of power symbols in here. And last time we found last stream that I did for this particular topic, we found a library that actually has this symbol in it, believe it or not, that's customizable. That'll show up big on the page. And then I have some other stuff in my notes. My handwritten notes, especially later on, like this idea here. There's actually a LaTeX symbol for this exact idea, which is, an electron gets emitted at a specific wavelength. It's called the de Broglie wave graph. I found something for that. This is under the header auger spec. I have no idea what that means. Part of the reason why I'm also going through my old chemistry notes is because I am hoping to attend grad school, And I want to bring back all of this stuff, you know, before I start school. It's been like 10 years since I've been actively a student. Then there's something like this. We can make a graph that includes this in a much better fashionable or more fashionable way. That's just a sine wave that's decaying. I was hoping to find uh honestly, I think you can include like uh I honestly think you can include like organic chemistry as well. I think they have an organic chemistry library where you can include specific molecules by just hitting these slash commands that you're seeing on the screen. And if not, then there's this really cool library in Python called Turtle, and it's like Etch-a-Sketch. So you can use that Python library to draw stuff by hand. It's called Turtle, and it's really cute and it includes a GIF or a GIF, however you say it, at the end that shows the process of drawing, and it has a cute little turtle cursor that it uses, and I love it. So yeah, that's kind of the point of this particular stream. I realize we haven't talked about that in a while, so I figured we would start off there. So some things that were good. We have a header section, although I want it to be on its own page. We have this like big topic and small topic, and then we have bullet points underneath. However, all of these bullet points should be at different levels, and right now they're all at the same level. And then we have, you know, we have this, this is supposed to be a fancy Q so that you know that it's a variable that can be solved for. And then the slash electron is supposed to do the electron sign. If you don't know, the abbreviation or shorthand for electron in chemistry is the letter E with a negative by it. That means electron. And then here, this is supposed to be in scientific notation, where it's 1.6 times 10 to the negative 19th power. And there's this library called LaTex that we pulled the code from, and apparently I did something wrong. And I think that something wrong is enabling math mode. So let's get started. So if we run this here, we get this generate doc PDF clean text, and then we get the full PDF generated. Now I could change the name here, and I think I will, to instrumental analysis. And then I want to generate this instrumental analysis file. So this line generates the .text document, and then we have downloaded entirely separately. Let me see if I can pull it up to show you guys. And this is something that we found out 2 streams ago, I think. Let me see if I can add another window capture. This one I'm gonna call text. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You can see it there on the screen. This is my Meek Text console. You can see that I have installed some packages, and we can load it here. These are all of the, let's do installed on. Let's do it this way. So I ran an update. So these are all of the packages that are currently installed to compile this file on my console. But the thing is, once we have the PDF, no one has to do that ever again. We can just set that up as a report, and we can send that as an email. In fact, we can write a Python script to send that as an email if we want to. So we have a bunch of things, and the one that I just mentioned, here we have our LaTeX MK. This is our compiler that we're using. You can see that we're calling on it here using a subprocess. What this means is, hey, send this, yeah, run this as a command, and then return whatever is returned from that command. This is just something that is installed with the OS library, I believe. Oh no, we imported subprocess completely separately. To spawn processes, connect to input output error, and obtain the return codes. So that just allows us to tell my computer to make this PDF using this file that we have just generated. And I believe once we save, we can hit run, and now you'll see this file called instrumental analysis. And I'm actually going to delete this. These other 4 files, because I'm going to be doing all of my college notes in here. So oh, I have this open right now. So I'm going to get rid of that PDF. I'm going to delete that and delete that. And I apologize if you can hear my cat in the background. We can also, I believe we can do, I want to add a file and call this reports. And also I want to store my, I don't want to add a file, delete. I want to add a folder and call it reports. And now what I'm curious about is if I do slash reports slash if this will run appropriately or not. Yeah, it's failing. If I do reports, I wonder if it'll run then. It's failing. If I do dot slash, dot just means like root. It's failing. So right now, that's not something that I can do, but I do want to, oh, hold on. I'm not even putting it in this reports directory. Let me go ahead and do slash, and let me do reports slash, and let's see if that will run now. No such file or directory. Can I do root directory to what we're working in? There's the root directory. College notes in LaTeX. We got it. We got our reports. Ah, we have it all in there. That's fantastic. But I want these to be in a different location, which is unfortunate. I think, did I define my... Yeah, I did. So report path, reports slash, that's fantastic. So I think here I can do, this needs to be the same. Is it gonna, I wonder if I can force this to read the information needed for the subprocess in one location and then save it in a different location, because that's what is going to be ideal. And so I'm gonna go ahead and delete these 2. I want to keep my repository here as organized as I can. And I'm going to delete that one too. That's my pie file. I want to keep that one. That way everything's in our reports. So I'm going to go ahead and save that, and I'm going to here, let's see what our repository looks like. Anyway, I wanted to show you that that was the compiler. Sorry, I'm a little bit all over the place today. And then I didn't add that. Let's see. I have the LaTeX base, LaTeX tools. I installed this check text so that now we should be able to get our thing here. We have an extension, code spell checker for LaTeX. And then we had another thing here that was to install, but we should be good. And that was because I installed that day. And then I wanted to show, we included this SVR symbols, and this is the physics text that I was talking about. So our /electron should work because that's in this SVRS symbols, but I think we have to import it somehow. So this is something that is true for LaTeX. However, we need to figure out how LaTeX is integrating with PyLatex. And then we have this PDF text, which we needed to generate our PDF. And I'm trying to think if there were any other. I did the sign text, I believe. I'm not seeing it here. Is it here? No. Let's try to find it. SI unit. Here we go. I wanted this one. Oh my god, my cat is having a meltdown. He likes my new desk setup, but at the same time, it's all different. So I'm going to go ahead and install the docs for the SI unit Unix and the source. Okay, so that should all be ready to go. So maybe if we regenerate the PDF, we'll be able to see it. Okay, so what I've got going on in my repository right now, you can see that I have removed a full.pdf and I have modified my instrumental analysis.py, and I have added this folder called reports, and I'm going to bundle all of those up to say added or add file directory reports. So I'm going to add full.pdf. Oh, git add full.pdf. Git add instrumental analysis.py. Git add reports. Git status. And here you can see that our full PDF has been renamed to reports/instrumental analysis.pdf. That is why you add your deleted files whenever you are committing, by the way. And we are going to commit this now. Commit message, add directory. reports. That's pretty cool. Okay. We also, on stream today, have added our SI units documents. So I'm kind of curious now, with the power of what just happened. Oh. I got an error. Does this need to be a dot? Huh. What? What? Okay. To Google right quick. Okay. We have, let's do, this is from our LaTeX MK docs returned non-zero exit code status 12. What does that mean? Ah. Okay, so yes, I can do this. That's kind of a bad answer. Oh, no, it's not. Here we can do OS change directory, correct folder, / reports. I don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, that's the wrong error code. Okay. LaTeX MK general commands. LaTeX options file. LaTeX options file. That's pretty great. I would like the file options, please. Okay. Okay. I get lots of option commands, which is pretty great. PDF is indeed one of them. Yeah. College notes, reports, instrumental analysis, reports, instrumental analysis text. What are code problems? Okay, that's not what I'm wanting. Let's see. I don't know. I don't think this is a subprocess thing. I think this is a LaTeX MK thing. So let's do LaTeX MK. Because I mean, we've got the library, the command, and the document to PDFify. So let's do LaTeX MK slash PDF or file format. Okay, this is the same thing. One or more files can be specified. If no files, run all files in the current working directory with a text extension. List of configuration variables used in initialization files. Okay, this is the correct slash mark to be using. This ran yeah. Then it starts to go into commands. Okay. Let's see what that does. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't put in reports. Yeah. Let's do that. Oh. I have to escape. Accidentally started typing in here and I'm getting not good. Okay. Invalid syntax. Yeah. He's Louise. Okay, getting rid of that. Running the file. It's still here. Kill terminal. There we go. Okay, those are the same. I have an instrumental analysis.txt file right there. I got this to work once before. Is it like this? I don't think it's like this. Yeah. What's this interaction non-stop mode? Let's figure out what that means. Interaction slash interaction. Oh. I need to do that. Subprocess.call. And I want to call on LaTeX MK. And you can add a aux directory, like an auxiliary directory. Yeah, this is what I want. Auxiliary and output directories. Cool. Okay. Okay, so I get aux directory and output directory from MeekTeX. This is another reason why I decided to go with LaTeX MK over PDF LaTeX for compiling. Aux directory. I don't know what this means. Like, where do I put this? Where's the first instance of a $sign? I don't know where these $sign things are supposed to go. I think just there. Aux directory. Do I set this equal to? Like, do I just say aux directory equal aux directory colon? Let's see. LaTeX MK aux directory. Let's see some code. Interesting. This is saying instead of setting the aux directory, I can include it on the OG here by passing in an additional thing here. That job name equals, it should be report path. Slash instrumental analysis dot text, and this, I don't know, I don't like that. Can I do this? Does this work? Yeah, no. That's a no. Is it just something that I put here? Like just as a $ ox. Oh, okay. No, I can just do this. I can make these all one big code line. Let's do -ox directory equals report path. Switch sets the directories for auxiliary output files. These are generated. See the output directory, and then the this is supposed to be out directory. Out dir equals the auxiliary directory. I don't want to do that. I want that to be my data path, my interim data path. So interim do data path slash interim slash. And then here I want the output directory to be equal to the report path. Let's see what happens here. I still get an exit. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to do a couple of different things of this. Double quotes. And let's get rid of that here. And the process.call. Let's get this here. Okay, non-zero exit status. So we're still doing something a little bit weird. I don't like this. There's not a whole lot of people out there in the world doing this, goodness. Okay. It's not very helpful. Cool. Hmm. Different values for output directory and auxiliary directory. Okay. That's really cool. Okay. That's really cool code, but that's not exactly what I'm looking for. And this is what I'm finding, by the way, is just like tons and tons of not real code. Let's see. Did you do aux directory? They don't have a code example. What about out directory? Do you have a code example for out directory? OP. LMNOP. Output directory. No code example for output directory. That is a responder. A lot of the stuff is in Java. I wonder if I can just set. Well, I still want this report to go to the reports file, right? And this I want to go to the the data path slash interim. I want to go to the working directory, and then the data path, and then the interim, and then I want all of that. And I want clean text to be false. That is true. Let's run this now. Okay. Environments with open. A file not found. That's at least a different error, right? Slash data path. Oh, it's not using that as a variable. I wonder how we get the variable in there. Because we have it set up here as a variable. Report path. Data path. Data path. So this is literally just a text. That's weird. I wonder how we make this call a variable. Because it's not even the root directory here. It's like a whole bunch of, it's a completely different folder. Like I don't keep my, you can see I don't have my data in here at all. The data I keep is actually in just a completely different directory. So let me do that. LaTex mk store LaTeX files in different directory. There we go. Compiling from a different directory. This is what I'm interested in. CD, subfolder main. Let's see here. There we go. Let's look at the CD command. CD, change to the directory containing the main source file before processing it. Okay. Let's do... slash data path. It's not even the root path. It's a completely different directory. Let's see if we can do it here. CD. So I know I can do, right here, I can do OS change directory, and I can set this up as the data path. And that will do. And then I can do, here, I can do the root and do interim / instrumental analysis. And then here I can change the directory. And then I think here I can OS change directory back to the project path. Shoosh, man. What's Q? Exit. Python kill. Let's run this right quick. Okay. So we're back to... Yeah, it's using this root file here. Okay, that's good. This auxiliary out directory. Okay, so I'm working with a command line, right? Command line LaTeX mk set out directory. Let's see what happens. I don't want to use the dash job name, I don't think. Sorry about that. I just kicked my desk. Let me look at what this job name is in the options. Sets the base name of output files to string instead of the default, which is the base name of the specified text file. Okay, so not cool. Um, hmm. Is this going to be exactly the same page? Command line. Oh, they don't list the CD in their thing. They also don't list the output directory or the auxiliary directory in my project. Read the docs. LaTeX tools. Now, okay, so I'm in the PyLatex docs right now. I guess this is for Sublime. I don't want it for Sublime. Let's do Python. Do I just run this? And this? Let's see. No, still cannot find the file, and it's not finding it in the correct file. Um, Instead of CD, let's call the aux directory, let's just call it like this, then out directory. That way it knows. Okay, that's a no. Like, come on, Google. I specifically want out directory to be in the answer. Here we go. Out directory equals build. So they set this variable called build. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, there's a lot going on here. Because the original poster was using MSys and it's Perl together with a native MS Windows implementation of BibTeX and MeekTeX. We have MeekTeX. We are using Strawberry Perl, which is the only Perl thing that is officially released for Windows. So this is not our issue, but I still feel like it's a miracle that we get to see a PDF at all. I just read something that said, where is it? Did I close it because it was dumb? I might have. Uh, okay, this is something that I consider. This is on Reddit. So for those of y'all that don't know, there's a huge Reddit coding community, and it's pretty fantastic. So there's something that I'm going to do here, as suggested from Reddit. You want LaTeX MK, which is what I'm using, and it's saying to put a LaTeX MK RC file in the same folder as your project and the out directory variable to your output directory. And then there's an argument later that says there might be a way, but I think it would be better managed by a makefile. A makefile is something that is I might develop way later down the line, whenever I'm done with. I guess it would be now, honestly, because I'm working in Python. I was about to say, or I'm working in VS Code, like I'm just straight PyFiles. I was like, makefiles run Python files. I don't need a makefile. I'm trying to run Python files. Um, and then it says, in the makefile, it has the line that you would put. But I'm gonna try this .latex make RC. And this is really similar to Bash stuff. And I know here I have this aux directory here. And then I have this out directory here. And this data path I'm going to set up to be it's back. I'm just going to put the whole thing. Data path. And I'm going to do /interim because we have no raw data. We're generating it every time, right? So here we go. Data, college notes in LaTeX, interim. That looks great. Okay, then this out path, I'm going to copy the project path /reports for this one. /reports / there we go. And I'm gonna hit save. And now I have a LaTeX makeRC file. And let's see if we can just pass these flags in at this point. Let's get rid of these. And let's see if this will run. It did not run. Problems 10. This I want to add to the dictionary. Let's see here. Possible mistake spelling. Aux directory. Now let's go back and look at our LaTeX MK stuff here. And now I want to see what we're supposed to pass into this aux directory. Okay, let's see this for more details. The auxiliary and output directories section. So that looks like that might be fine, but it looks like we need to put aux dash directory here. And this should be output directory. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we still can't find the file. Now, what I'm curious about is in my my data file. If I'm getting, yeah, I have all of the LaTeX files here. I wish it would show me. Okay, we have a text document, a TXT document, and an HTML document being generated. And that's pretty cool. And they are getting sent to the interim file, which is good. However, this is the right file. Instrumental analysis.txt. And it's even calling, let's see here, trace back. Okay, let's see what our full bug says here. We tried to run it. F option to force complete processing. Windows console in out, that's great. Initialize, that's good. Okay, RC files read none. LaTeX MK, nothing to do. All targets are up to date. Collected error summary. PDF LaTeX gave an error. Okay, cool. Line 106. The generate. Subprocess. Check output. Type. Environment error. Called process. Ret code. P. Interaction nonstop mode. Okay, so the thing that is throwing the error is line 106. This one. It's saying that all targets are up to date. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just delete this. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. And this. And this. And this. Okay, we have nothing in our reports file now. We run this. That's cool. Now I'm gonna go into the data directory and delete everything out. Okay, nothing there. Let's run. Still getting a non-zero. Reports, there's nothing in the reports because we never even got to the sub-process here. We're still working on generate PDF. I'm thinking what's happening is we don't have access to a PDF compiler in our data file. Data, college notes and LaTeX, interim. But everything is there. We just put it there. We have our text document. Let's go, like, whenever I open it, this is what happens. And we just generated this. This is in TextWorks. Okay. Everything about it is still wrong. That's fine. Okay, but clean text equals false. I wonder if I change that to true, if it'll be fine. Because this is not a repo that has access to this doc. This doc variable here, like that data file doesn't have access to that. This file does, but there's some stuff that's happening. So I think what I'm gonna do is, because I can't for some reason pass in a variable, which is kind of annoying, I think I'm just gonna copy paste this. And remember, I'm not using the LaTeX MK for this particular thing. There we go. And now let's see if this will run. Still getting an exit status 12. Let's see where we went wrong. Okay, that's cool. Line 105, which is in our doc.generate. That's so weird. So we're still getting issues in this dot generate here. Yeah. This time we're getting a different error. Okay. Missing operator before. Initialization gave an error syntax. Out directory. Okay, that's interesting. So here we have this exit status. Wow. At least we have something different to Google now. That's pretty cool. It looks like this LaTeX MKRC file is doing some work for us. So I'm gonna put what to put in a LaTeX MKRC file. Python. Configuration Initialization. Okay. Okay, that's not exactly what I'm looking for. What I want. Okay. I don't want latex workshop extension. Okay, let's see here. We're in a terminal. Uh, can I, okay, cool. Let's try latex. I got a version, that's good. Latex MK. Give me back a version. I can't find latex MK. Oh, uh, latex. Oh, hold on. I need to exit that. There we go. Latex MK version. Okay, so I'm doing some stuff with an RC file. Hmm. Uh, oh. Um, Let me see if I can. Citan, give me docs. I don't want any of that. Okay, cool. me see. It's on the repo. Team documentation. Base. Standard base? Oh my god. User guide. Oh my goodness. Okay. Nope. LaTex MKRC. Nope. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. 4.62 or higher. My LaTeX version is 3.4. PDF text. Version. Okay. So I'm using 4.6 or later. I'm using 4.9. Okay. With these definitions, clean text, Python text equals extra rule sub my Python text. This is in JavaScript, but maybe we can learn something from it. For one, there should be spaces here. I don't know if that fixes anything, but we can try. No. Let me look up what this crazy exit status is. LaTeX MK non-zero exit status. I put exist status. That's my mood right now, just existing. I'm gonna have to end this stream soon to go get some food. 4967295. Program removes backslashes and path. These are all backslashes. So let's do them as forward slashes. I thought it said that either was compatible. And something that I read today. Oh, and we're gonna have to use double quotes because there's a space. Okay. This... Am I gonna have to change my data science path that I've never used in forever? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so bad. If that's the case, like that's genuinely bad. Um, all of my projects uh right now are using double quotes and this file structure, meaning, oh, I'm putting back in the exact. Oh wait, so whenever I okay. I thought it, because it was changing colors, like that was a good thing. But now I'm not so sure. That looks a little better. By the end of this, I'm not gonna know what slashes do what. That's something that is a little bit frustrating whenever you're moving in between Linux, Mac, and Windows. It's like they all require different slashes in their paths. They all copy them different. They all paste them different. Like, it gets weird. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see what happens now. Is it that same error message? 29567 94942. Yeah, same error message. Non-zero status 1. That's not what I want. I want this error specifically, Google. Get it together. 307 results. No results found. Oh my god. Command works on terminal but gives a when run via Python subprocess. How is that possible? Doing something wrong. Again, I'm in Reddit. Check the environment variables you're running in the subprocess command. It could be that the path or some other environment variables relied on aren't being passed in. You need to explicitly set the environment variables. That might be the case because here in this auxiliary directory, there is no specific project variable, or there's no specific environment variable. Okay, it looks like I need to do a little bit of homework before moving on with this particular task. I wanted to get reports clean, but like they're not even showing here. That's the PDF. However, I do have them here. And let me add window capture. And this is an Fixworks. Okay. And let me add another window capture. Fixworks 2. Okay. PDF. Okay, so I've got two things kind of going on here. I've got my, sorry, I know that's distracting. I've got my text document and I've got my PDF document here. This was generated as an HTML, this document here. It's not actually as a PDF. So this, oh, I realize you can't see my mouse whenever I'm in my streaming software. So in this document, this was generated using an HTML file, and we're just using a reader that will show what's going on. And this was the text file that was generated by the code that we've been running. So we know that this text file is getting generated. We know that we're making a readable PDF. What we don't know is why it's not saving. And I suspect it's because this line of code is not running properly because of the errors that we've been getting, like this crazy non-zero status error right here. It's saying that it's not generating properly. Now we can force it with the tag dash force. However, this doc, what is this? I know that, what was this made with? Document, and that's from LaTex. So we might need to look at LaTex documentation. I think this one is okay. I know that we have some issues here, but we can't even see what those are because of our non-zero status. And there it's saying stopping because of problem with RC file. That's fine. We have a syntax error, missing operator before out directory. I don't know what that operator should be. But I think that if we do this with this aux directory flag and this output directory flag, and we have this going, where we have those variables actually set up, I think that will be okay to read from this auxiliary file and print in this output directory file. However, we're getting this error where this line of code 105 is not completing. Scalar found where operator expected. Line 2, that's here. And I don't know if I need like a break or a break character. I think I might have to get rid of the space in data science, maybe. I'm not sure. It said somewhere these dashes should be okay. They're not illegal characters. I need to look up more about how to do this. I know, like, I might have to put in some echoes or some pseudo commands in here. And that's just based off of my knowledge about making my own bash RC file, which was to get this, and by this I mean this, to work, and have it nice and pretty and color coded and stuff. So that type of stuff you can configure in an RC file. And a lot of stuff will recognize that and pick up that there's an RC file. This text put log, PDF text, make text, end of terminal. Text is memory that you've used. That's cool. I think I can get rid of this .log. You can see here we made a text file in our main directory. So I'm wondering if that's from this without all of the interim file stuff. So I'm going to leave this here because I have to go eat food. I'm not going to do a commit because I don't feel like I don't feel like I have completed this change, right? I don't feel like reports have gone where I've wanted them to go. And I want to keep clean directories for everyone involved. Just because this is not going to be one file that's generated in this directory. Like, we're going to have a lot of Pi files, and I want them to generate in the order that I took the classes, and then I want to compile a book at the end. Like, that's ultimate goals right there. And for that to happen, I need to keep, like, this report section would be each individual chapter with a number affixed to it. And that means I can't have these .text files and the log files in this repository. I need to have them in separate files. And the amount of text files and peripheral files that would be generated, which includes a .ox, a .ftb underscore latex mk file, a .fls, a .txt file. Like, that's a lot of files. Gonna go ahead and get rid of these sources here. And that's a lot of like data overhead. Honestly, I think I might want to, for the interim, I might want to say, you know, read in this file, but output it as a different file name. And maybe that interim only has one instance of files that we take and are written over multiple times, because uh, data storage is at a premium, right? And we want to try to be as kind to our future cloud processing as possible. So that's kind of why I kind of took a detour from hitting on some of the obvious issues in the PDF to some of the obvious issues in my repository. And this is kind of, I guess, projects aren't always linear. And I guess this stream is a good example of that. You know, I'm working on a repo structure, and I've mentioned that in past streams on this topic before, that I would have to address it at some point. And today that felt like a good idea. I thought it would be something, you know, low energy, and I thought it would be super quick and super easy. But, you know, that doesn't always happen, especially whenever you're having to integrate a bunch of different softwares that are working together to create something that's usable for you. So, I don't know. Uh, we'll find out at some point in time how to get our report folder set up. And maybe I will go back to working without it for now, which means like there's literally no changes here. I believe if I do this and I run, I think this will run. No, it won't. Hold on. Let me delete this. And I'm just gonna add a note here at the very end. Maybe a LaTex RC file is necessary to set up aux directory and out directory flags in LaTeX MK. That way we don't forget about it. But if I were to run this now, I'm getting all of my files, non-zero exit status of 12. It's saying that it can't find. If I do this, does that fix that problem? No. It still runs it. I'm gonna be so mad if it's just like a spelling error, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you see I'm highlighting it. Those are two different things. And here, I don't think I had the file name. That's something that's interesting though, is here I can go to git diff. And yeah, here I can get a line by line about what's the same and what's different. It's the PDF. I'm curious here. I want this. Okay, here. Is that... Did I do dot reports? And that's how we were able to get it. And then here I did reports. Oh, hold on. Nope. It's still an error file. It's saying no error, no file. Oh. Nope. Huh. I thought doing this would take it back to what we had originally. It's so weird. Yeah, I'm in the projects folder. Instrumental analysis. Text is right there. Let's see what line this error is for. Do I need to like clear a cache or something? Nothing to do. All targets are up to date. PDF LaTex gave an error. Not even calling on PDF LaTex. Yeah, line 105. Okay, this time, so process, generate. I don't know. I thought this would be fine. I'm guessing it's fine. It's the same as it used to be, maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, to exit out of this, we're just gonna Control C. Apparently not Q. Yeah, Q will do it. Okay, Q for quit. That way you can get your thing back. I'm not gonna save the work that I've done today. I'm just gonna leave this in there. I am pretty sure that I pushed this up to GitHub. I'm gonna go look at what these last two lines are. Yeah, from last time. And I'm gonna make sure that they are exactly the same. They are exactly the same. Except this used to be called full, and I changed it to instrumental analysis today. LaTeX MK -PDF, comma, the name of the file. They're on the same level. Generate PDF, open parentheses, single quote. Clean text equals false. That was generating as PDFs that we could open. Our PDF that we can open is there right now. So even though it's giving us an error message, we can still open it. Like the next line of code was completed. I don't know what's going on. This has got to be like a cache issue. Maybe. I thought there was a PDF. I'm not seeing a PDF in the list here. It's right there though. I know I deleted it earlier. Desktop, data science, projects. Getting nowhere. File type Python. It's not showing up in my file directory. Here, is it showing up in reports? I have this Chrome HTML document. I don't think it's an HTML. Yeah, that's dumb. But I still am generating a PDF that I can open and look at and evaluate. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with that. The code is completing. Sometimes it said that you can add a F flag here to force it to finish. I'm still getting a non-zero status. Anyway, I'm gonna hit save on this, and I'm not gonna commit it until I get this report thing figured out. But it looks like I have some additional reading to do about bash RC files, or not bash RC files, about LaTeX RC files, and we'll see what we can do next time moving forward with LaTeX RC file information. Meanwhile, on my computer, I do believe since I've been streaming, I just want to give you all an idea of how many tabs I have opened and closed. Today, for just looking up information about this project. The reason why I'm not showing it on stream is because it's so many, and there are people that I know would want to follow or like go to the URLs that I'm using and stuff as reference. And that's a lot. Let's see. Can I do a shift instead? I can. It's over 50 tabs troubleshooting. So if you are struggling and you're going through so many tabs, don't worry about it. We all do it. Welcome to coding. And I reread one of my posts earlier today, and it says, you know, effort required to paste something at a Stack Overflow, $1. Knowing what answer to paste from Stack Overflow, $100,000 per year. That's pretty accurate. There's some stuff that was applicable to my situation and some wasn't. I showed a couple of the things that weren't. The one that was, I think, is the RC file. I want to try to get that set up, try to get up the auxiliary directory and output directory going, just because of repo management. There's this one site that, is it under projects? Or is it under programming? I'm looking at my stuff right now. I'm just gonna type it. I know I have it bookmarked somewhere. But there's this really awesome, oh, it doesn't need to be under job search. That's the dumbest tab for it to be under. Let's put this under programming. There's this really cool repo example for a data science project, and it's datadriven.github.io/cookie cutter data science. And then I look at I'll post it in chat. And I don't know if my replay will have chat or not. This website I use all the time for directory structure, for machine learning projects, because it just keeps everything super clean. And so what I want to learn how to do is interface between the subfolder data and this subfolder reports kind of seamlessly. I want to go back and forth between those pretty seamlessly. And I have that down pat whenever I'm in a Jupyter notebook or just traditional Python commands, right? You just use os dot change directory, right? Um, and I always import os for anything that I'm doing because it is a really useful little library. And I want to be able to, within the reports files, store all of my figures that are generated. Um, and I want them to be referenced in those reports. So this idea of moving between direct, and this is an example of something I never expected to have to learn as a data scientist. Like, what do you mean I have to learn pseudo commands for the command line? Like, what is that? And that's kind of why I have my screen set up the way that I do. I have my general workspace. Then I have webcam so you can see if I'm frustrated or not. And then I have the Git Bash terminal. And this terminal is doing stuff on the command line to figure out the status of my repo directory, uh, and figuring out what stuff I've added, what stuff I've taken away. And I just really like this overall directory structure because it helps with testing later. It helps at the end of the project whenever you're trying to clean everything up and wrap up everything. If you start practicing that way, then everything gets a little bit easier. And I know last week in this coding session and the last stream, we got our PDF working, and I was so excited. And my next thought immediately was, okay, I can export to a PDF. That is one thing of troubleshooting done. Next, I'm going to put it into a different folder and see if I can do the same thing. And if I can't, I might cry. So I'm definitely in the crying stage, but that's okay. It's just what it is. And that's the whole purpose of me doing this streaming series, is to learn stuff like this. And I know the first couple of times we got really we got into some chemistry content. We were doing some stuff and we were making bullet points. And I wanted to make sure that I had enough content in my PDF to be able to judge if I was doing things effectively. And if I wasn't, I wanted to go back and look at what I was doing and see if maybe I might need to do something a little bit different. I like this dock thing because it gives me the geometry options, and I'm setting up my page margins here. I'm setting up what printing is going to look like. I'm setting up, so I like the doc option. That's why I went with this original setup where the doc equals document. However, I'm not sure if that's going to be the best way to go. Here I have a preamble. I'm not sure that I want to do a preamble because it doesn't have its own page. And that kind of surprised me. I thought that that's what this was supposed to do. But this command here, I'm not sure that I have access to. It's a slash command. So I need to find out more information about that slash command and then find out if it's in a LaTeX library at all, and then figure out how that LaTeX library interfaces with PyLatex and if I'm able to do that. And I need to learn about going between PyLatex and moving into LaTeX because there I did read in the PyLatex docs that they do allow for you to do that. Because there are some things PyLatex just isn't supporting yet, and it has a lot to do with some of these like math formulas that I'm trying to do. So that's kind of where I'm working. I'm just really excited we could see PDFs. And today, even though it says that we have errors, like we're at least able to see a PDF file and open it in Adobe. We're able to look at the text file and the TextWorks. Whatever, I don't even know how I got that. I think it was through the Make Text console stuff. Anyway, that being said, project flow for stuff like this is not linear. it can weave in and out, and you get one thing done and it means that you have another thing to do now, and that's just how it is, and that's okay. Anyway, I will see y'all next Monday, I believe, for a planning management stream. All right, y'all have a good one. Thanks for listening to me chat without music. I appreciate it, and I will see y'all next time. Bye. And now I confirm the end stream. Okay, goodbye.